Hello there my friends, welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. In this video we're gonna analyze some transfer linked to Chelsea Football Club. The first one is going to be about Weghorst. Excuse my French, excuse my pronunciation, but you know the guy, right? The tall guy, the Dutch giant from Weghosrt. Yeah, that's the guy I'm talking about. And the second link is going to be about the French wonder kid Maxence Lacroix. Yeah, that one I nailed it because it's French, right? So I can pronounce it correctly. Let's start by this guy here, the Holland or Netherlands giant, okay? Weghorst. This is the last time I will attempt even to pronounce his name because I don't want to disrespect him. So you know already what I'm talking about, right? I'm gonna try to avoid pronouncing his name. So he been linked with Chelsea Football Club and also with Tottenham Hotspurs to replace Harry Kane in case he leaves in summer. So that tells you that there is something that people see in him that want to make them sign him up. You know what I mean? The guy scored 20 goals this season with 8 assists. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I read. I don't know much about him. I think he's been linked with Chelsea Football Club few times in the past. I just checked on, you know, few clips on YouTube and also read some article about him, but I don't really know much about this guy. All I know is that he's a giant, okay? He's like Peter Crouch. He's like 6.6, something crazy like that. For a number 9, that is giant. You know, he's tall. Well, Tammy Abraham also is almost the same size, but I think Tammy is like 6'5" or something like that. But this guy is a giant. Peter Crouch. He wins everything that will come in the box. You know, he's very good with his head and all that because he's giant. So that's what giant people do, right? But other than that, the clips that I watch, you know, everybody looks good on YouTube, right? Because compilations videos are just crazy. You can make anybody looks like a prime Maradona on YouTube. So I'm not gonna rely much on watching YouTube clips. And I don't know, even in the Holland national team, he's not like a big name. You know what I mean? He's a very low profile, you know. I'm not saying that he's not a good player, but I just don't know much about him. I know about the Pai and other boys in the Holland national team, but this guy is just kind of hiding behind everybody. You know what I mean? Correct me if I'm wrong, but just my opinion. And it doesn't mean that if you are a low profile player that you are not going to do the job. You know, we bought many high profile, so-called high profile players that never performed at Chelsea Football Club. So you have to keep an open mind and give everybody a chance. You know, you don't want to judge people just because you have a certain stereotype against the certain players, if that makes sense. So what I can say here is that, really, are you gonna just let Tammy Abraham go and get this guy because he's from Germany, from the Bundesliga? I don't know what to say, man, but I'm gonna keep an open mind. If this is like Thomas Tuchel's demand, okay, if he want to get this player, if he thinks that this is his man and he's going to make his magic work on this guy, why not? You have to listen to the manager and give him what he wants and judge him at the end of his contract. So I'm gonna keep an open mind on this guy. I don't want to let Tammy Abraham go. I don't think this guy is better than him, but that could be because of my biased opinion. I'm not gonna lie, I have to be honest with you guys. I am biased when it comes to the academy product. It's not always a good thing for me, but this is who I am. I'm not gonna try to flip-flop, but I'm gonna accept anybody that the manager is going to decide to bring in the Chelsea team. And it could also be just a gossip, paper talk, because Tottenham Hotspur has been linked with him. So if we link him with Chelsea, he gonna command a big transfer fee or something. So just be careful about this kind of report, because most of the time they are just fake news. And also, I don't want to see any C or D list or YZ list. I want to see us go for our A list first, which is Haaland, Harry Kane, Lukaku, people like that. And then you go down a little bit, like Jovic is in my B list. You know what I mean? We have to go for the top of the top. We are Chelsea, man. We can't let go our own product from the academy and then go buy somebody on our C list. Okay, if we're gonna get rid of Tammy Abraham, get me somebody better than Tammy Abraham, not somebody who is going to be equal to him or less than him. If that makes sense to you. Let's now talk about the French guy Maxence Lacroix from the same team, Wolfsburg. Looks like we're gonna buy the entire team of Wolfsburg. So what I know about this guy, nothing. Okay, it's not because you are French or you watch the French league and all that you become expert in French football. Hello, I'm not gonna pretend here to know this guy because I never knew about him before. Well, I knew him when he was playing for Sochaux in France. I think I watched few games here and there, but I didn't really pay attention to the guy. There are certain players that you just watch the game because they are playing, but you don't even remember what they did, because he wasn't like a big name or anything. And when he moved to Wolfsburg, and then his reputation kind of started growing a little bit in France, but not that much, because he can't even get to the first 11 in French under 21s. So that tells you, well, but it could also be because of French are blessed. The French national team are blessed with all kind of players in every position. You have Konate, you have Varane, you have I can go on and on. Kunde, you go, so many of them, in every level that sometimes even the top of the top, you can't even notice them. Fofana, look at him at Leicester. Nobody even knew about him before the beginning of this season. So that tells you that you have to keep an open mind in players like this. Look at Saliba, look at Kurt Zouma. All of them came from France. So it tells you that France can produce very good center backs. So we have to keep an open mind. I'm not saying that he's not a good player. I'm just a very skeptical guy, and I am a very biased guy also, because I want to see my academy product given a chance. You see what I'm taking this here? I will tell you, Mark Guay is there, Ethan Ampadu is there. Give Kurt Zouma a little bit of more time, allow him to improve from a bad injury and all that. But the end of the day, if you are good, you are good. And if Thomas Tuchel decides to go for him, that means that he knows better than any of us, because he got scout, he got people who are giving him data and all that. And Thomas Tuchel has the reputation of wanting a lot of players from the Bundesliga, because he knows better the Bundesliga than any of us, So we saw it at PSG. He wanted to bring pretty much the whole Bundesliga at PSG. That's why he was in conflict all the time with Leonardo and all that, because he wanted some names that you never even heard before. For example, Thilo Kehrer. Nobody knew about him before, but he forced the club to buy him for PSG. But in PSG, you have conflict of interest. The manager wants certain players. The board, or the sport director, or whatever his name is, want other players. You have agent involved, so it's always a conflict somewhere. But Thomas Tuchel knows exactly what he's doing, Maybe you can call a player average, but he knows exactly how he's going to get the best out of that player. So if it's true that he wants this guy instead of other target, or instead of giving a chance to our academy product, and then let it be. Let's trust the manager and trust the process. But if I was given a chance, I would just give the preseason to what we got already. Magwe, okay, Malang Sarr. Give them a chance. Give Xavier Buyamba a chance. You know, give them at least a preseason. Levy or Levi from the academy, give him a chance, and let's see what can happen before you make your decision. Leave your comment and let's have a discussion. God bless, and see you in the next one.